At last. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Morrison Busty banner unveiling. Nobody wants to hear me talk for too long, so the first thing I'll do is just introduce you. The band is actually going to play for us the minus hymn, which is Westford, to start off with. Now we have a couple of speakers for you here. The first one is who is now the excuse me. We've got the chair of Durham County Council, the youngest one so far. I'd first like to introduce Katie Corrigan.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting us along today. It gives me great pleasure to be doing things like this. I was only made chairman of the council just in May this year, so doing things like this for the local community is just great. So it gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to invite you.
Welcome. One thing I did forget to do, we were going to find something to cover this over and have a big reveal, but we couldn't find the blanket big enough, so that's why it's already unveiled, but behind the glass sheet.
We thought you were going to get a bottle of champagne and put it in the glass.
It was a thought, was that it? Mine still do champagne though. In the meantime, the next speaker is Carol Hampson, who is the Mayor of Stanley Town Council. Carol?
I would like to thank you very much for your kind invitation along this afternoon to unveil the Morrison Busty banner. I know I was involved in the Southmore Miners banner, and that's my ward and where I represent. But this banner holds a special place in my heart as my father worked at the colliery. For as long as I can remember until it closed, along with my uncle and later my brother. I can remember as a child going to the railway bridge on Station Lane in Burtley with my two brothers where we lived then to meet my father coming home from work on his motorbike. Winters were long and hard, so in 1964 we moved to Quaking Houses to be closer to where he worked. I can remember going to the big meeting, Durham big meetings with my mother. It's lovely to see the tradition still carry on, and hope it does for many generations to come. Thank you.
Now, our third speaker, I hope I pronounce your name right, is Alan Mardum, yeah, who is the Secretary of Durham Miners Association.
Thanks very much, first of all, to this wonderful community. I said when I first got the job that what I wanted to do is get into the community and meet the real people, the people who matter. The people who matter to me, who matter to my union, the Durham Miners Association. It's through the efforts of people like yourselves at the grassroots, on the floor, who continue to get marvellous banners like this, raise the funds and get the banners like this done. That keeps the Durham Miners Gala going. This year is our 135th Gala. It's been going since 1871, when the first one took place in Morton Park. There was a few little bits of disputes like the First and Second World War, the lockout in 1921, the strike in 26, and the little bit dispute about the Cold War with Thatcher in 1984-85, when it was deemed unsafe to have the Gala, so we didn't have them. So this year is our 135th Gala, on the 150th anniversary of the creation of the Durham Miners Association. Without people, the last pit closed nearly 26 years ago now, 26 years ago in December. My pit, Weymouth in Sunderland, closed, and that was the last one in the Great Durham coalfield. Despite that, the numbers attending the Gala, the numbers attending the Gala went down from, the massive numbers in the 50s and 60s, down to something like 30,000. And then we've got two new officials after the strike, David Ocker, who was a very, very close dear friend of mine, and David Guy, who became a very close and dear friend, both now sadly not with us. They vowed that we'd do everything they could to reinvent the Gala, to reinvigorate the Gala, reinvigorate the communities, and this is the result. Banners like this throughout the Durham coalfield. We're now attracting something like 200,000 people onto the streets of Durham in celebration of our culture and of our heritage and of our socialist principles at the end of the day. So once again, I'm proud and I'm humbled to hold the position I do. I'm proud and humbled to represent communities like this through the Durham Miners Association. So once again, thanks very much for your kind invitation. It's an honour and a privilege for me to be here, and any time you want us back, I'll be delighted to come. Thanks very much.
So finally, for a speaker, what we have is what I would call the man with the plan. The guy that had the original idea, got all the funding together and got all the people with the ideas to help them get sponsorship and such like. The banner obviously is brand new, and it's had brand new, and it's had its first showing at the Miners Gala last year, which fortunately was my very first time at the Gala, and I was very honoured to be there and had a fantastic time. And hopefully I'll be there this year as well. So without further ado, the man with the plan is Michael Milmore.
You better be there because you're carrying the banner still. I'm not going to lie, I was plugged into this. So, anyway, try and get through this as fast as I can while being still legible.
There's only so much I can take off your hands there.
You said everything I want to say as well, so that's tremendous. First of all, thank you to everybody for attending tonight, especially Katie, Carol and Alan for speaking. Having the new Morrison Lodges banner on permanent display in this library is it's one of the most important parts of the project. To bring a new banner back to Anfield Plain, I'm thrilled that it's here in the heart of the community, and I think it's a really fit venue. Might seem a little strange that I'm involved in this project, and I'll explain why, because I know very little about mining, to be honest. I don't know what it was like to be a miner. The closest experience I have to mining is going down the pit of Beamish. Coal mining had gone in this area. Virtually when I was born, the Morrison Busty pit closed 3 years before I was born. What I do remember, however, is the Morrison Busty banner being on display in Unveiling Methodist Church as I grew up, and everybody looked at it with a sense of pride, and that was quite inspirational to me as a young person. Sadly, the banner was destroyed in an arson attack in 1993, and although others exist for the Morrison and the Morrison Busty, there hasn't been a banner on display in Anfield Plain since. Over the past few years, my interest in mining heritage has increased mainly because my 2 eldest children, stand up if you want, became involved in Crackhead Colliery Band. One of the most important days in the banding calendar, as everybody probably knows, is the Durham Miners Gala. And although I've been to the big meeting on previous occasions, it was only when I marched with the band on Gala Day that I really got a sense of the importance of the event. Most significantly was the reaction of my dad at the back there. He was immensely proud because his dad, my granddad, had been a miner in Morrison Busty up until it closed, and seeing the banner parade brought back all sorts of memories of childhood for him. In 2017 we went into Durham with a newly commissioned South Moor banner. It was an amazing experience, and at the end of the day I wondered if there would be any interest in a similar project for Anfield Plain. I'm pleased to say that straight away there was plenty of support, which is the main reason we're here today. In just under a year we managed to achieve enough funding to commission a new banner, which was finished just before last year's gala. We marched with Crackhead and South Moor before attending the miners' service at Durham Cathedral and having the banner blessed, which was an incredibly moving experience. This year we'll have our own band, and we plan to march in Anfield Plain for the first time since the pit closed, we believe, on Gala Day. And that's something we plan to keep up every year and hopefully grow interest and have a bigger event as we go on. When I tell people I'm involved in a miners' banner group, some, thankfully the minority, are cynical about why we should be commemorating something that's long gone. The motto of Red Hills, the Durham Miners Hall, the past we inherit, the future we build, for me perfectly encapsulates why projects like this are important. It's important and necessary to remember the sacrifice made by men like my granddad, who endured back-breaking labour in difficult and dangerous conditions. Miners' banners are unique works of art and celebrate our shared history, such as the struggles for workers' rights, which are as relevant today as they ever were. They remind us of where we've come from. The late Tony Benn said that the banners embody the wisdom drawn from working class tradition and should be preserved to inspire future generations. And I hope that this new banner, now that it's on permanent display in the community, will do exactly that. We've only got another 20 minutes to go. So. Just before I finish, I'd just like to thank some of the people who've supported the project in one way or another and have been key to it. First of all, I'd like to thank Philip Blakey from Durham Mining Communities Banner Group Association. Did I get that right? Yeah. He was my first point of contact when I looked at what I needed to do to form a banner group. He made time to attend our early meetings. He helped with adopting the constitution, where to apply for funding, and he's been an important point of contact ever since. Thanks, Phil. When I first put the message on Facebook to see if there was any interest in forming a banner group, I really didn't know what response I would get. Without the enthusiastic response, and particularly the support of the members of the group's committee, we would never have been able to progress to fulfill our initial aims so quickly. So I thank you all for all new individuals. Catchgate and Anfield Plain Action Partnership have shown incredible support and guidance through the formation and evolution of the group. And I would particularly like to thank Chairman Leslie Deary, who's been with us throughout. Thank you, Leslie. I was thrilled that the group has commissioned local artist Lee Ferry to produce the banner, and I hope you agree that he did a fantastic job with it. As a local lad, I know this project was close to Lee's heart. Sadly, Lee couldn't make it tonight, but I would like to thank him on behalf of the group anyway. Mark Davison of Crackhead Banner Group also can't be here tonight, but he's been a source of support throughout, allowing us to go into the gala with him last year and continues to help with any questions that arise. I'd like to thank the local Freemasons Durham Benevolence for their grant of £250 to the group. Thank you, Stuart. One of the most important parts of the project was for the banner to be on display in the community. And when we thought about possible locations, Anfield Plain Library was at the top of our wish list. I was thrilled the library service not only agreed for the banner to be on permanent display here, but also funded for the case. Thank you, Louise, for your support with that. Really appreciate it. And particularly Trace. For a continued support, going down up and down steps to help get the banner in and out when we need to. Thank you. I'd like to thank Louise Bainbridge, who designed and installed the case, and I hope you agree that she did a great job with it. Unfortunately, Louise couldn't be with us either tonight. Thank you to the ladies from the WI for the fantastic spread that they've put on, which we'll hopefully enjoy very soon. And thank you to Craighead Colliery Band for coming along. I knew I'd have at least 2 players tonight, because we didn't have any choice. Finally, there are 2 people who, without whose support, the project would never have achieved its initial aims in such a short space of time. I cannot thank enough councillors Joan Nicholson and Jeanette Stevenson. They've been instrumental in not only helping with the funding for the banner, but continue to be enthusiastic supporters of the group. Thank you, Joan and Jeanette.
You're welcome.
Thank you again for attending tonight. The band are just going to play 2 hymns, and then we can have some food and then that's it. Alright. Ken will just introduce. Alright. Oh, before we do, sorry. Thanks, that's how we talk you just.
I did try it.
We just have a couple of things for some of the ladies who attend tonight. Carol and Katie, did you give the come to the front? Joan, do you know? Just a small thank you for being with us tonight.
Thank you.
Right, so you'll get your thing. So now just the band is now going to play 2 songs. One is called, if I can pronounce it properly, Cool by F. Duckworth, which was apparently named after the village he was born in. The second one is called Ellis by E.J. Hopkins. And my little notification here says used in the first National Remembrance Service after World War I, as Supreme Sacrifice haven't been written yet. There's a little tidbit for the old pub quiz. In the meantime, thank you very much for your attendance, and I'll pass you over to the band. delicious looking banquet on the back there, done by the Women's Institute of Anfield Plain. Or how do you pronounce it? Is it Anfield Plain Women's Institute? How would you prefer? They've all done a great job. Michael had the whip on them yesterday. We've also got tea and coffee just over here. So once again, thank you very much.
Thank you.